Sometimes I ask myself, Kwani, how does these Kenyan leaders take us? Like, how do they view us? For example, when they talk to us, when they make statements, how do they see? What is the psychology of them on Kenyan people? Do they see like we are quite much stupid? Do they see that maybe sini wajinga sana? And by the way, I think 99% of them thinks that we are truly stupid people. We are truly imbecile, that we don't understand anything, right? And because there's this something issue that has been trending for the last 2 weeks about fake fertilizer. A fake fertilizer was distributed to farmers to be able to use them. And so when you hear what Linturi say, who is the CS for agriculture, that Muja kuna wakora and investigative agencies are working on it, are looking at it, and soon enough they're gonna find out who he is or who she is. But I'm like, come on, come on, come on. It's been now months. I think it's now 2 months since that thing started to come up. And I was like, come on. The simplest, easiest way you can ever do to find out the guy who supplied those fake fertilizers to the farmers is to go to the farmer. Go to the farmer who mwenye alikuwa supplied with the fertilizer and ask him or her that who supplied this fertilizer to you. And then he's going to tell you who did it or hey, who did it. And then that guy is going to lead you up to the guy who actually supplied these fertilizers to the market. And there's this organization which is in charge of supplying this fertilizer. I think it's called NC whatever. And I'm like, I'm 99% sure, guys. I'm 99% sure that the leadership at this agency they know who exactly supplied this fertilizer. And this is I just don't know. I don't know who created this principle that if you're part of government, you shouldn't fight the government. That you should not recognize the flaws of government that you're serving and be able to tell the public and be able to correct that particular government. A wise man once said that if you want your government to be successful, if you're part of the government, president, whoever, CS, whatever, if you want your government to be successful, you should be able to admit, you should be able to confess, you should be able to say that this is wrong when the government is doing wrong, that this is wrong and we need to change it. And we need to change it because it's bad. We shouldn't do that. But there's this system that is going on in Kenya. There's this bad scenario in Kenya whereby every person who was elected by a government party just support the government. They cannot take the responsibility and say that anyway, the government here manze tumekosea and I think we wish to correct it. And I just think because there's some bunch of silly folks in parliament which we elected that is just like exactly that. It's just exactly what I'm saying. They can never stand because if there's more independent organization or institution within government that should be free to speak whatever they want to speak is parliament. Because those guys, they were not elected by the party, they were not elected by the president, they were not elected by the opposition leader that they represent there. These guys were elected by me and you. And what they end up doing is to submit to the demands of somebody who didn't elect them. So I'm like, what is going on here? I'm the one who elected you, but you claim that somebody else is your boss and you're going to do everything that somebody else says, and you're not going to do what I say. You don't express my interest in parliament or in the public. You don't express my views. You don't listen to my opinions. You don't do anything that is concerned to me. And then in 2027, you're going to come back and tell me that I should vote for you. And whether utaona watu wengine hapo will still wake up and go vote kiongozi A, B, and C, saying that is their leader and hail you and long live you. I just want to say this. You and me shouldn't prove this guy's right, that we are stupid, that we are truly imbecile. Because I think this is what they take us. Like they take us like that. That's how they view us. They view us people who are stupid. We never understand anything. We're just imbeciles who'll just take anything that they're being told. Because look, guys, if government was serious that they want to find out who actually supplied fake fertilizer to the farmer, by now we'll be expecting those guys arrested. But we haven't seen them. Why? Because I believe that it's a shady deal done by some folks in government. That is not to say the government is bad, but we just have some silly folks, the shady people within government. They just want to benefit from, these things, greed, selfishness, and I don't know, just self-centered people in government who just want to benefit from this scenario. And by the way, it was a free fertilizer that was offered by the Russian government, and so still I'm unclear why they're selling it to the market. They're selling it to people. You shouldn't sell something that you're given free. That's thievery. That's greed. I just don't know who elected, but this is why I say maybe in 2027 I will not vote, because why should I vote for somebody who does not, heed to my interest, heed to my calls, doesn't, understand my feelings. They don't understand what I want. Why should I do that? I just want to I just want you to, prove to these guys that you are knowing, what exactly is going on, that you know that they are selfish, you know that they're greedy, and that it's not a game that is going to last. It's not a game that is going to last for long. Yes.